What's up, YouTube? So we had a very action-packed episode of Legends of Tomorrow, and I thought this was possibly the best episode yet of the show. So we worked out now that the Legends were being absolutely played from the start by the Time Masters, and the reveal of why Vandal was saved by the Time Masters is that he can stop the alien race, the Thangars, from attacking Earth, which is a very, very big Easter egg because they are pivotal in quite a few DC storylines. Hawkman and Hawkgirl were actually retconned to be descendants of the Thanagarians, and one of the notable storylines is the Iran-Thangar War, where Adam Strange actually faced off and tried to stop the war with help from Hawkman and Hawkgirl, and also they were mentioned in the Man of Steel prequel comic. So this is quite a big storyline that's coming up, I suspect, for Season 2. There was also the comic Hawk World, which was set on the planet and followed the Hawk police force, which sounds crazy, but you should check it out if you're interested in the Easter egg that dropped in this episode. So there's a cool couple of scenes between the two here, where Captain Cold actually threatens to shoot her, which we all know he won't actually do it, but it just goes to show how much he has softened, and his soft side as being a hero has really, really cemented it, and he's so eager to run off, but he just actually can't do it. So we had a tender moment as well as they make up, as they realise that they have had their strings pulled quite a lot. Vandal Savage was kind of on the sidelines in this episode, to be honest, but we now know that he killed the family of Rip Hunter, but this was before the Oculus was destroyed, so I expect them to be able to take him down a lot easier this time, perhaps. So I think that we're going to the end of his storyline, maybe. Might come to a head in the finale, but I did really enjoy this episode as a whole, and it was interesting to see us thinking that he had won, to be honest, and the guy who plays him is really, really good, but albeit doing a bad Christoph Waltz impression. So, if any scene with Captain Cold being snarky, yeah, see what I did there? Well, that's platinum. Any one with Heatwave is absolute gold. And I love this here where he's just pretty much giving it all he can get, despite being absolutely screwed and going to be turned into Kronos again. I was worried that we'd be written out the show there, but he wasn't. And he also showed that he is a man of his word by absolutely crushing the skull of the dude who wanted to turn him into Kronos, which was really, really funny. But we did have a tender moment again at the end when he was talking to Ray Palmer about Captain Cold Snark's sacrifice. So could we see a turning point for him to become more of a nicer or less hard person? No, I don't actually think so. The character development of the two rogues are absolutely amazing, to be honest, throughout Flash and coming up to this episode just gone. This episode did have quite a lot of setup and payoffs all in one episode. So we had the 2016 as he goes back to talk to his other half, pretty much, and get help on going back to the Vanishing Point, which I wasn't sure if this would come back to the finale, but, well, we did actually get him to come back as Firestorm completely, which I thought was really, really cool. And as he comes in and they unite, I think the outfit looks a bit different. I wasn't sure, but it might just be my TV settings, the colorization on it. But these pair, just like Captain Cold and Heatwave, they have grown in character, and it's a lot of fun to watch them interact and realise that, well, they have to work together and help each other. And I think 2016 Stein, pre-time travelling realise that he's completely changed. So we have Leonard Snark give his life to stop the Oculus. And, well, that's it for him on Legends of Tomorrow. He will be returning, apparently, on every single actual episode of the Arrowverse, and now Supergirl, which has moved over to the CW. Wentworth Miller has signed a deal to come over and pretty much be a regular on every single show. So that's going to be very interesting to see how that works out. But anyway, that's it for that episode. We've got the finale next week. Drop a like and a subscribe, and I'll be back soon. Goodbye.